Okay, we're back for day 12 of Fit Camp, and this was our very last session with Jacob Carringer, the guy in the videos who's been training us. Today we have with us in the studio, Shari Watkins!
Hi everybody, Shari here.
How you doing, Shari?
I'm doing great, Jimmy.
Now, we got to do today kind of the best of the last couple of weeks. We got there today and he said, well, what were your favorite exercises? And we're like, are you kidding me? None.
Actually, I did have a couple.
But we did have a few, yes. And here you are doing the rope pull. Man, you are killer with that, girl.
Getting in there. It was not easy.
That actually was pretty fun. And I think we're all a lot stronger than we were the first time we did this.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, he started me off on the heaviest one today.
Well, I finished with the heaviest one.
Yeah.
And I started with kind of a medium one.
Yeah. Yeah, we have Michelle tickled there.
Michelle is great. She's an awesome girl.
Oh, she's, yeah, we just...
In fact, all of these people at Fit Camp are awesome.
Yes, they are. Incredible, never give up kind of people.
Absolutely.
And that's what's really neat.
Absolutely.
Now here we are passing the medicine ball. This works the obliques. We had a little confusion as, where do we stand? What do we do?
Yeah, he was getting disoriented.
And at one point he had us kind of step up and make it a little harder so you could really work those ab muscles.
Right.
And get that full extension. Now,
and this was an awesome move.
We've been looking at this rock wall all week long, and Jacob said, y'all aren't ready, you aren't ready, you aren't ready. And today was our last day with him, and we were like, come on, we want to do the rock wall. Now, and people who know my story know that that was one of the things that got me, a rock wall was one of the things that got me to lose weight.
I didn't know that.
On Atkins, I had tried to climb a rock wall at my church, and I couldn't do it. And I did it.
I have to say, I still haven't done it. I'm not on these videos.
Well, and that's okay. You know, I mean, we're all at different levels, and even the people who did it, you know, a lot of them were skeptical that they couldn't do it, and it's, you know.
Part of me wanted to know that I could do it.
Yeah.
Part of me was fearful I would fall.
Yeah, I don't think Jacob would have let you fall.
No.
Now, we just saw Ann. Now, here's Kim. Kim did a great job.
Kim did an awesome job.
The thing about this rock wall, I had no idea when I first got up there. I thought, well, maybe my legs would hurt. The thing that hurt the most was the forearm.
Really?
Yeah, you wouldn't think. I guess where you're holding on and there's Rose.
See, I would have thought your thighs.
My thing was I kept reaching so high. You see those little sensors at the top there. If you got too high, it would shut off the machine. I think you said at one point, you were like, wait a minute, they shut it off.
Right, I thought you were climbing it while it was just steady.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, I might could do that. But
yeah.
Moving.
Oh yeah,
terrifying.
she
Leslie
almost
did an
lost.
awesome
Oh,
job.
she did. She almost lost her foot there. Though.
Yeah,
She got real close.
Those things staggered.
Yeah.
And kind of knowing in the middle, on the sides, where do you need to go.
She did great though.
She did awesome.
I was very impressed with
I was
her
impressed
ability.
with all of you guys.
Now, here's Michelle. Achilles tendon
I was going to say, she hurt her
is
foot.
wore out. And she's like, I want to do this, Jacob. Jacob said, no, you can't do it. You got an Achilles tendon heel thing. We don't know what's going on.
Did you see that smile?
And yeah, and she said, I want to do it. And so he said, well, if you feel even the slightest tinge of pain, you're jumping off. And she never did. She made the full 3 minutes on there.
Yes, she did.
Now, this was familiar. What was this?
Oh, parking lot suicides.
What was it? This is our 4th time doing parking lot suicides.
Right.
And it was the very last thing that we did with Jacob. Now, which was kind of a nice little loop because the very first thing we did was parking lot suicides. Now, do you feel like the last time was better than the first time?
The last time was better than the first time. I hurt my knee. Some people were pushing and getting time limits here, and some people were just making it through. Yeah, yeah. He started the whole thing saying, okay, who wants to set a time that they think they can beat? And I knew the last time I had come in like 10 minutes, 45 seconds, and I thought... And you were the man. Surely I can do under 10 minutes. And you did. I was a dope. 9:49?
9:50.
9:50.
Yeah, 9 minutes, 50 seconds.
You did great.
I'm going to add this back when I go back home. I'm going to add this to my workout schedule, basically doing these. 'Cause it's a lot harder than it looks. I mean, you look at it, it's like, dun, 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 you know, and you can do them.
Every time you park the car, you'll be getting out going, I can do that all the way to the front door.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think the thing that surprised me the most about these is you think it's all about the running, but the next day what you feel are like your glute muscles and your hamstrings from where you bend down.
Right.
And I think that's kind of the missing element in people's minds when they're doing this kind of an exercise is they forget that bending down and the bending down and the bending down. You're going to feel that the next day. So.
Well, this was a great way for us to end up. Jacob was an awesome trainer.
Yes, he was.
Very inspiring.
We were very, very happy with him. Not that he was any easier than Isabeau, but I think his training style lent itself more to the needs of our group.
Right.
And what we needed to basically start the day, which he usually did start most of our days for us. Again, we loved Isabeau and we appreciated all the training that she gave us, but he gave us a different kind of training. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And so...
I loved some of the weight things we did with him.
Oh, yeah.
And always kept it interesting. There was not one time that we got bored with the different exercises.
No. No. And I think a lot of his training style is practical as well. Mm-hmm. And again, that's the sign of a good trainer who can give you something that you can just pluck right out, stick into your own routine, and do it.
Right. And he can also pick out that person that needs to be pushed and pick out that person that needs to rest that leg.
That's right.
And tell them what to do.
That's right. And that's very impressive from a trainer. Now here I sped it up just a little bit. I think this is the part where I was in my last few legs. I was like, please help me, Lord.
You're doing so good.
I'm dying here.
If this is, you're going to see Jacob sprinting with you.
Oh, yeah. Jacob, he said, you're about 30 seconds out. And I was like, crap. I got to run. No, one more. But it was still a great experience. And that'll burn some calories.
Absolutely.
That will burn a lot.
You'll be sweating big time.
A lot of calories. You breathe hard. I think the first day we really breathed hard like 10, 15 minutes. But today it was about 3 or 4 minutes. And I was like, okay. This ain't so bad.
No, it wasn't so bad today. It wasn't so bad. And,
not so bad.
I tell you, we have a good group of supportive people here. When I was finishing up, Marge came up and walked the last laps with me.
Yep.
And you went and walked the last laps with Leslie.
Yep.
So you guys kept us going.
Well, and I think that's what I've been so impressed. There he goes, running me home. I was screaming.
You were screaming. I felt your pain.
I was crying, please, Mommy, please, make it stop. But...
and you were so thrilled, I know, to hear that you were under 10. You had to be.
Yeah, it was good. I'm definitely doing that when we get back home, so. But, yeah, these ladies have been wonderful and couldn't have asked for a better group of ladies. Now, here is Anne. She had some shin splints at the end, and Jacob was helping to work those out. Well, Shari, it was so great having you here in the studio with us, and have you enjoyed your fit camp?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Absolutely. Love it.
Well, whose wrist is that?
That is mine, actually.
Is that your wrist? Get out of my video. What are you doing?
That's my watch.
Well, thanks so much.